Morning everybody, welcome back to the Drunken Bull Ranch. I'm Reed. So I determined that I needed to slow down and tell y'all what I was doing. I'm gonna say that I'm always in a hurry when I'm out here because generally speaking I only have time on Saturday and Sunday to work on the farm out here. I have a day job, so lately we've been working 10 to 12 hour days and just haven't had time to get to this, and so that's why all my videos have been rushed lately. Anyway, I wanted to explain what I've been doing in a little more detail for those who may or may not know or understand. So, what we've been doing is we've been prepping the field to get it ready for planting. We're still doing it. So, I want you to see this. As of last night, that's what I got done. Coming around. Okay, so as you can see, there are still some rocks in there. The small stuff I'm not worried about because the swather and the baler will go right across the top of it, no problem. What I am worried about, let me take you out of here and show you, is rocks like that. So what I've been doing, and you know, some people will say there are better ways to do this, and there probably are, but I've got the rock bucket on the front of the little Lstractor, and then behind the Lstractor I'm dragging our little Country Line cheap disc. And then behind that, I'm dragging what is known as a landing mat. It works pretty good as a drag. You can see I've got a railroad tie attached to it, and then I've attached a drawbar, and I just hooked that right on the back of the disc there with a. That way I can take it off really easy with the. Yeah, I can't even think of what that thing's called. Anyway, but you can see the results of what I've got there, and it is still really rough out here. Basically, we spent all winter, part of the spring. This field we've worked for 2 years now, and it's getting a lot better. But every once in a while, we'll run across a 2 or 3 foot boulder that we just find. Anyway, and we pull a lot of rocks out, but it is vastly improved. So this will probably be the last time that I drag across it, just because I got to get it planted. And this is going to get planted. The front section here is going to get planted into grass, so we got something for the animals to graze. So that's why I'm working it so hard to try and get it somewhat kind of flat, because I know I'm not going to work it for a few years. Anyway, and then the back section, we're going to try and get it flattened out and get it planted into 3-way, so we've got some hay to feed the animals. The reason that I'm doing 3-way and grass is it's a, well, probably little known fact to you guys, but alfalfa kills me. It kills my allergies. I'll swell up like a, yeah, I'm just going to say I can't breathe and I can't see because my eyes will swell shut, and I have what's called allergy-induced asthma, and alfalfa sets it off. So that's why I'm doing grass and 3-way, because I can tolerate that. Anyway, I know alfalfa is a much better product for feeding your animals and things like that, but I just don't want to deal with it. And personally, I prefer them grass-fed. So the reason that we're planting the back section into 3-way is that I want to be able to work that ground for a couple more years before I plant it into grass to get it flat and a little more workable. And there is a whole lot more rock out there that we're dealing with, and there are a lot of highs and lows. If you think this front section is rough, that back section is a whole lot rougher. But the little Lstractor has been doing it all, other than pulling the big boulders out. The LS has been doing everything else. I'm really happy with what it's doing. I do want to show you something that you ought to do when you're working ground like this, because it is really dusty. So hang on, let me fire up the tractor and I'll show you. Okay, so I've got the bucket raised up, I've got the hood open. Now, anytime, we're gonna move this camera a little bit. Anytime that you're working in the dust and dirt and whatnot, you're gonna plug up your air filter pretty good. So I like to do this about every 4 to 6 hours, depending on how the tractor's running. Let me show you why. Because that is what your air filter looks like. You can see the dirt falling out of it after working in the field, kicking up dust for a few hours. This will make your tractor run kind of crappy. Now, I'm gonna say that I like to get the fields tilled and planted, and then I'll replace the air filter. So a lot of guys will just replace them, but they plug up within a couple hours. So I just blow it out, and I'll show you that real quick, and kind of bang it out, clean it out, and then after I've got it all done, I'll replace the filter for the year, or well, for the time being, till I do it again. So hang on just a minute and I'll do this for you. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you how I do this. Just a sec. So what I do is I've got a Milwaukee blower, and I just stuff it in there like that, and here we go. Okay, now it's not perfect, but it'll work a little longer, and I didn't have to go buying a new one right away. So as always, support your local farmers and have a wonderful day. Bye.